Python provides a lot of built-in functions to manipulate the strings. As we have discussed that Python strings are immutable in nature, that is, they are unchangeable in nature. So all of the functions that we are going to study, they will return a new string. So basically, your original string is going to be same. There are many functions to operate on string, and it's not feasible to remember all of them. So you can divide them into the category like first category is most non-string operations. After that, there are miscellaneous string operations are also there. Then if you want to format your string, or you want to if you want to change the case of your string, then we have different string methods available. Right? So let's have a quick look. First of all, I'm going to list some of the functions that you should know. That is find. Second one is rfind. Third is index. Fourth one is rindex. One is join. Sixth one is if you want to change the case, like we have an upper function, lower, title. Ninth is swap case, capitalize, and start with find, Python find. Find has a syntax as, first of all, you need to write the variable name, then apply find. And find has three parameters, that is substring you are looking for. Then you can specify your first index. If you want to start finding your substring from a specific index, then you can specify. And if you want to specify the last index, you can give that here also. Basically, find function is used to find out the position that your substring is present at, right? So here in this example, if I want to find out the position of y, so here a dot find, then substring is y. I want to start finding my y from 0th position. So that why this is my first index. Here it is my last index. Like I want to find my string till the end of the substring, right? So both these parameters are optional. If you want to specify, only then you can give. If you're not going to specify, then it's not giving you any kind of error. Right? Let's wait for the output. As we can see, the output is 1 because y is presented first index. So if you wish not to specify these options, then this is your choice. Here it is also one, right? One more way, for example, I have taken a variable as substring and I have stored y inside it. Then what you can do, you can simply give the variable name here. That is, you want to find out the position of substring that is stored in y, that is stored in subvariable. So here it is also one. Either if you want to specify a word that is, then it's going to give you the occurrence of first character, right? So now we can see here it is 7 because I is present at 7th index. So is present at the 7th index. That is the occurrence for total word, right? This was about find function. Another function that is rfind. Here R stands for reverse find. It simply says that if you want to find out the position of a particular character from the ending of the string, I want to say here my string is Python isp. Like I have one p in the starting of the string and one p in the ending of the string. Using find function, find is going to find out from the beginning of the string. So your output is going to be 0. Like if I want to find the occurrence of, if I want to find the position of p, it's going to give me the 0. But I want to specify, or I want to get the position of this p, that is the last. So what you can do, you can give it as a dot r find, and then you can specify the substring that you are looking. Let's run this. Right? We can see the p that is at last index is present at 9th index. Right? So this is how you can work with find and rfind. Similar to these functions, we have two more functions available. One is index, that has the same sense as that of find. If you want to find out the index of any character inside the string, it comes with the same syntax. That is, you have a dot index. Then you need to specify your substring, and then you can give start and end as they are the optional parameters, right? So here I want to find out the index of p, right? So it's going to give me 0. Let's run this. Here it is 0, right? And similar to rfind function, we have r index, that is reverse index. So I want to find out the, for example, I have stored is here also. I want to check the index of this one. So I can directly give it as argument. Let's run. Here it's giving me 11. Right? So this is how you can work with the index number, how you can get the position of your particular characters. For example, the string is Python is easy. Right? We have one more function, that is count. Count, as its name suggests, if you want to count the total occurrence of the substring, count the total occurrence of the substring, then you can use it. It comes with same syntax, that is variable name, dot count, substring, then start and end. Here these parameters are optional. If you want to specify, you can do them. Right? Let's comment this part as we have discussed. Let's use count. So print a dot count. For example, this is I have changed the string as this is easy, right? And I want to count the occurrence of substring, that is. So it's going to give me 2, right? Now some of you may think why it's giving you 2, because is just 1. But is giving you total 2 occurrence because one is this and another one is this, right? If you just want to check the occurrence of this part only, then you can specify is that has some space in the beginning also and some space in the ending also, because this is has one space here and one space here, right? So you can run, and now we can see here's giving me 1, right? So if you want to check the total occurrence, then we can use this count function, right? Now we have some functions to work with cases. For example, I want to convert this my entire string in uppercase, then we can use upper, right? For example, print a dot upper, right? This function is not going to take any sort of argument, as it is of take nothing category. So here these parentheses are going to be empty. Same, right? Let's run this first. So here we can see this is easy has now been converted into uppercase. And this all of these functions are not going to change your original string. For example, if I'm going to print A, it's going to give me the string same in the lowercase, right? Because they are immutable. So these functions are going to return you a new string only. Similarly, if you want to print your string in lowercase and if it is in uppercase, then you can use lower as well as. We have one function as a dot title, one function as a dot capitalize. Right? As they are the function, so these are the parentheses that you need to specify. Let's run this. So we can see from here, first one is the output for upper part, second one is for the lower part. Title, what title has done? It has capitalized each first character of the word. For this, it has capitalized T. For is I and for easy E. Then capitalized function, this fifth one has the output this. So it has turned only the first character of the total sentence in the uppercase. Right? We have one more function, that is swap case. Swap, that means to change. So if your sentence is in uppercase, it's going to give you in lowercase, and if it is in lowercase, it's going to give you in uppercase. So a dot swap case. Fine. Let's run this again. Now we can see, right? So here it was in lowercase, and now using swap case function, your output has been converted into uppercase. And also we can see one more thing, as t was in uppercase, so it has converted your t in the lowercase. For look in the third line here. So here, this is about the how you can work your predefined function. They are based on string order to change your cases as well, right? We have another function as, one function is join. For example, we have a list. Let's consider a list here and give string type of values. That is 10, 20, 30. Right? And I want my output to be as 10, then colon, 20, colon, 30. So I want to concatenate these colons here. So I can use join method. So I want to print using colon dot join, but I want to join A. Right? So now we can see the output. Fine. So here is how, like with the help of what you want to join and what you want to join. That is, you need to specify the variable name as argument inside the join function itself. So let's suppose I want to join it using hash. So I can specify that is in quotes. So we can see n hash 20 hash 30, right? We have some more useful functions. That is, if you want to check how your string is starting with, what kind of characters are there in the ending of the string. So we can use them here also. So let's consider a string like this is Python tutorial, right? And I want to check whether my string is starting with T character. So we have some useful functions, that is starts with, ends with, right? So let's have a quick look. Print A dot starts with. But you want to check whether it is starting from T or not. It starts with, right? So now let's run this and it's going to give you true. Yeah, this absolutely, because the answer for all these methods starts with, ends with is going to be in Boolean values, that is true and false. Similarly, if you want to check your string with the ending part, so A dot ends with, like I want to verify whether my string is ending using the U character or not. So I have specified U. As you can see, our string is not ending using U character, so it's going to give us false. Right? It's giving me false. If I have specified T here, definitely the answer would be true. Here it is true. Now we have some functions as, if you want to verify your string has the alphabets, or if your string has digits, then we have function isalpha, isdigit. Right? Let's check them. Let's consider the string as this, right? And print A dot isalpha. I want to check whether the data in my variable A, that is this string, has alphabets or not. So it's also going to give me the answer in terms of true and false. It's alpha, right? But if I have stored this is Python, now the answer is going to be false. Why false? Because isalpha function either works on character or either it works on words only. It's not going to work on the spaces. When your string contains space, it assumes that your string has been separated, right? So it's going to consider this space as non-alphabetically values, right? Now, if your string has some data as 4, 5, 6, that is the mathematical data, and you want to check is your string is containing digit type of values, is digit. So now your answer is going to be, for alpha part, it's going to be false, and for digit part, it's going to be true. Let's have a look. Yeah, here it is, false and true, right? Also, If your data is something like 8, 3, 5, 6, 560, right? And I want to sort these values. So we have very useful function based on string as sort, right? How sort is going to work? Let's see. What sorted function is going to do? It's going to arrange your data in ascending order. Then it will return your list. So here we can see the values are in, right? So these are some of the useful functions that are available on string.